Hi everyone and welcome back to another video here on our YouTube channel. I hope all of you have had a great past few months trading now. I know I'm still posting quite a bit irregularly, and that is once again just because of university sort of being in full swing. Don't really have time to take out the camera and everything too often, but I felt like this was a really nice opportunity to share a setup that I took on GA just yesterday, which only took around a day for it to fully reach the target that I set of 1.8. It was exited a little bit earlier today, and a 1 to 10 risk to reward setup, a little bit over 10 actually, but just a decimal, so yeah, essentially 1 to 10. A very nice tight stop loss of just only 12 pips with a target just above 120, and this very nice stop loss of 12 pips meant that I was able to get in a really nice amount of lots to really sort of maximize on this potential upside move, which we did indeed get here. And I'm gonna have a video somewhere here in the corner as always to show my exact entry details and so forth from the MT4 app, so just feel free to just check that out real fast if you're interested. But just like all the other videos that I posted recently, just really wanted to make this one quickly to just sort of go over how I identified this trade, how I set my target and my stop loss and so forth. Really just as some nice takeaways if you now are a supply and demand trader, which you can apply in your own trading, of course. And if you're not a supply and demand trader, it is a technique that I highly recommend each and every single one of you to look into. It is by far the method that I have found to work the best. So yeah, really just gonna get straight into it. I'm gonna be removing this zone for now. But this setup I originally spotted out here on the 4-hour time frame. So basically what we had was we had a very nice indecision candle here, as we can see, which was followed by a very powerful move to the upside, which basically told me as a supply and demand trader that we had a nice order block sitting right here. And as we all know, the second touches of either a demand or a supply zone always produces the most powerful reactions. So always sort of looking to trade off of those. So all I did was just drew my sort of order block here using a rectangle on this indecision candle here. Really focusing on getting the lower part of the wick in here, since I'm looking for a buy opportunity. So that was the one that concerned me the most. And from there on, it was all just really a waiting game, waiting for price to come back into this zone, and then seeing if we got a nice reaction, sort of seeing price being rejected from continuing to push past this zone, but instead producing a reversal, which it in this case did. And I was actually down all the way on the 5 minute to get this nice entry. It could have been the 1 minute, but I'm pretty sure it was the 5 minute from what I remember. But basically what I saw was, so I saw price sort of coming down here at the very bottom of the zone and produced a very nice wick down here. And then there was actually a bearish candle as well that closed outside of the zone. But following that, we had a nice bullish engulfing candle on the 5 minute, and it was moving quite fast, so there was a lot of momentum. So as soon as it reached that stage, I entered my long position immediately. And as we can see, there was a very nice strong momentum to the upside immediately. So I was able to put my stop loss at break even from essentially the very beginning of the trade, which was obviously very nice, being able to just have the trade go risk free. And as for the stop loss, it was set just 10 pips below, or a little bit over 10 pips from where the zone ends. Ended up being 12 in total, just for a little bit of safety in case it wanted to go down and grab a little bit more liquidity. But it didn't, and it ended up being very clean, as we saw already. And in regards to the take profit, I did draw a line here just on the upper, sort of on the high here, because we had seen price sort of reversing off of this area before. So wanted to really just sort of get my trade out there, since I had such a tight stop loss and there was no real need to push it further. I did originally actually intend to aim a little bit higher, because if we sort of imagine an imaginary zone right here, just in this region here, we can see that price has actually come up for 1 touch, 2, 3. So it would have essentially been the 4th touch, which means that there's sort of a high probability of it breaking. So it was, yeah, kind of originally wanting to have it a little bit higher, but decided to be quite conservative. I'm gonna see what happens now if it continues further. Might be looking for a sell later on, but yeah, so conservative setup, no real need to push it any further. 1 to 10, it's something that I'm very, very happy about, and I think everyone should be if they get a 1 to 10. No need to push things further and risk losing out on your profits, but that was basically it really. Very, very simple supply and demand trade taken, well, identified on the 4-hour time frame with execution down all the way down on the 5-minute. So very, very simple stuff, and I hope if there's some new people out there or people who continue to watch that, yeah, you managed to get something out of this short video here. But that's all there really is. We'll look forward to seeing all of you the next time again. Good luck with all of your trading.